and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another night of FFTv on the pole here tonight from, where are we here? Oh, that's right, Chicagoland. We get that down here in the quarter number 3 and 4. How are these drivers holding out tonight? Mark Dowson right now sitting there on pit road out of Pierre, South Dakota. Justin Wilkinson out on track. Oh, boy, and he goes around here in warm-ups, or in practice, I should say. We're getting ready for qualifying. See how well this plays out here as we get ready to go. All right, we're going to push through as best we can. I just had thunder over top of the broadcast booth, so this will be interesting. Hopefully everything on track stays dry, and we'll be able to get this race through. Still rolling. So, all right, there we go, down here into the corner. Give me one moment here. All right, here we go. Back down here through turn 3 and 4. Back out onto the front stretch. Josh Terrett out there in the 300 machine, driving that Singular. And if I remember correctly, when Singular was in NASCAR, I believe it was number 31. I want to say it was Robbie Gordon that drove it, but I could be completely wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. We got the Bass Pro Shop, driven by Donald Ray here in the number 19. Sage Greco setting the fast time right now. And at USG, number 17. Mark Nelson now sets the quick time with a 30.245. Peters now jumps up there in the second. Oh, man, and to the outside wall, Nick Tucker. There in third with a 30.283. I see other drivers here heading on in. Just a few drivers did not qualify. We got LaFaw, Connolly, Cohen, and Mars. Mars out on track trying to get his lap in now. We got about 2.5 minutes left of qualifying here. as he's in that mellow yellow machine up there along the top side of the racetrack, trying to get as much speed as he can down here through off of corner number 2, down that curved back stretch here. As you can see, it's got a slight curve to it. He heads into 3 and 4. Up across the front straightaway, hanging it way out there. They come back down, coming across the apron down there, and gets that car a little off. That's mellow yellow cherry is the paint job here tonight. Not got to try to keep it together as he's got under 2 minutes to get a lap in here. Can he get it done? Here coming through 3 and 4, and no lap is counted for him yet. Up there against that outside wall, and I don't know if this one's going to count as he touches the wall there. So a no time there for Matt Mars. Going to be starting towards the back here tonight. Hey, see Donald Ray in the number 19. He's just taking a few more laps around, making sure he's comfortable with the way the car is sitting. The 300 there coming back out just to make sure that he's got that thing sitting where he wants it. Connolly comes out. He lays down a 30.739 for his first lap as he now works on to the backstretch. Off of turn number 2. Working on down back here. Heading to corner number 3. Out of Melbourne, Australia. Off of corner number 4. Back out onto the front stretch here for qualifying. Coming back down across the stripe, and he's going to see what he got for a time to improve a little bit to a 30.704. Well, we get started here tonight. Go ahead and while they're doing warm-ups, we'll take a look at the points here tonight. I always see them there. Mark Nelson out there in front with the lead. I'm trying to see who we got there. Ollie Ferguson in second. Andrew Conn there third. Tyler something there in fourth. I'm not seeing a Tyler on the grid here tonight. Chase Matsko sitting fifth. 6, Ryan Peters. 7 there is Evan Gomet. 8, Joe Spillman. 9th, Graham Connolly, and Justin Wilkinson back there rounding out your top 10 of your Gen 4 driver standings here. Warm-up's underway. We got 5 minutes of warm-ups. Hey, see that 06 working there. There's the 37. Thought I saw an 06. Am I seeing things? That's a 90. Maybe that was what I was thinking was the 06. Looking at the top of the car. Very well could be. That Walmart machine. Ben Parson, Matt Mars, Sage Greco out here now. And at number 17, Joe Billman out here in the number 41. Noah Blackwell. Spicy egg roll out here in the 018, starting there, or sitting around 8th, or 10th, I'm sorry, right now in the warm-ups. Hope everybody's ready for some good action here tonight. From Chicagoland, here's we got the Gen 4, and you'll notice we'll have a new logo up there in our ticker as well for the Gen 4s here. The PJ Wentland there in the number 38. Running Dale Earnhardt good wrench scheme. I think that's one there behind him as well. I'm not sure who's running it. Gomet there in a 68. Curtis there in the 90. Ryan Peters, hang on to it as he's gating down there. Down through the infield now. Bringing that 5 across. Ben Parson in the number 33. John Dubai out here. That's who I was looking for. That's another Earnhardt scheme there. In that number 21. And that is the silver bullet-looking Dale Earnhardt machine. I've got a couple that are sponsored by Good Wrench here tonight. Matt Mars there in the mellow yellow cherry machine. Donald Ray down there in 7th for warm-ups. Sage Greco, the quickest right now in warm-ups at 38. Ends up sideways down there through off of the turn down there across the bottom side. And we'll see that a few times here tonight. I'm quite certain of it. Drivers try to handle this car around this racetrack. They do get a little loose coming out of 4. I don't know if they get loose as much coming out of 2, but they definitely can go and catch the slick coming out of turn number 4. Joseph Spillman there in the FMA sponsored number 41 here tonight. Working here up, oh man, up into the outside wall here in warm-ups. It gets it under control back across the stripe. And brings it across that apron, and that upsets the car. And now he's down towards the inside wall. He hangs on to it. Going to bring it across the bottom of the racetrack. Dirt tracking it there through the infield. And now he hits the wall. And come off. There you see Curtis Shields there in the number 90. John Dubai there in 13th. Ben Parson there 15th. Right into 33. As caution will come, checker flag will come out here on warm-ups as we get set to rock and roll here once again from the Speedway. All right, here we go. Everything's getting ready to rock and roll. Mark Dowsett out there in front. Brian Peters there second. Here we go, getting the grid up. There we go. Mark Dowsett out front. Brian Peters second. Nick Tucker there third. Justin Wilkinson there fourth. Sage Greco fifth. Donald Ray sixth. Curtis Shields there in seventh with PJ Wentland there in eighth. Evan Gomet in 9th, Noah Blackwell in 10th, Chase Matsko 11th. In 12th tonight, that's going to be Josh Part-Hill. And 13th tonight, that's going to be Ollie Ferguson with Ben Parson 14th. Dan Brassington there in 15th, Joseph Spillman there in 16th, Graham Connolly 17th, Bobby Watts 18th. 19th going to John Dubai, Matt Mars in 20th, Andrew Kahn there 21st, James DePaul in 22nd. So getting that field off to a great start here. Mark Nelson out there ready to lead them to the flag. And Chase, you wonder why I sometimes say you struggle at ovals. Well, here you are back in about 9th position to start this race. So I think you need to work on your qualifying a little bit. Down here in front, that's going to be Brian Peters up there on the top side. Where's our other top side driver? There he comes, sneaking up through. Sage Greco back there in the that's the 99. Justin Wilkinson having such a big gap there between him and the outside row starting spot. Not sure why he's hung back so far. There he goes. Now he's going to close it up. Tough competition here. Chase Batsko, our winner on Monday night in the GT3. He's really laid it out there. Starting in about 11th here tonight. As drivers come down through, off the start, down the front straight away. We got Ryan Peters out there in the 5. We're looking there at Curtis Shields in the number 90. Hey, watch them all come here. Oh, we got one sideways. Josh Tart getting sideways. Collects it. We're going to stay green. And we see that 90 Walmart machine up there on the top side, followed there by the 38 PJ Whitland. Lap number 2 is 75 as they work down here in the corner number 1. Side by side, trying to see what excitement we got. You got the 5 there, Ryan Peters working down there on the low side now of that 17 of Sage Greco. Cannot quite get there, but he's trying to pull his way up through. You see Justin Wilkinson there in 5th position. There comes the 5. He's going to, and Mark Nelson there in 2nd down there on the bottom side. Nick Tucker out front as your race leader. Everybody worked down here through off the front stretch back down into corner number 1. And oh no! Donald Ray, Curtis Shields, somebody got sideways there. It ain't catch who. 3 wide there in front of Ben Parson. We're going down the back stretch. Spicy Egg Roll up here in 7th as he's down there on the inside. That 5 there, Brian Peters trying to work his way up through. There you see the 68 of Evan Gomet. And these drivers definitely got their hands full trying to keep that car underneath them and at speed here tonight. And they roll off the corner. What a great shot there. And they come down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Down there on the inside comes Evan Gomet. Up there to the top side goes Ryan Peters. Can he get the run? Not quite. They're going to maybe cross over. No, they will not. Down through the front stretch here. As they come across the stripe. Nick Tucker, still your race leader, as they are single file up here at the front for the time being. The 5 there looking all over the place. They rolled through turn 1 and 2. Now we're looking there at the 018 of Noah Blackwell. Spicy Egg Roll as he rolls down into corner number 3. Trying to get a run at that 5 of Ryan Peters. Cannot quite get there. They're doing everything you can. And as we said before, don't pay attention to those cars that say they're out, as I guarantee you they're just back here toward the back of the pack. There you see the 300. Josh Carrot, John Dubai back here as well. Nick Tucker up front. So my ticker getting all goofy on me again here tonight. Could be due to the weather. But I want to know from the viewers, what do you think of our new logo up there in the top left corner for the FMA FFTv Cup Series? Now we got the Gen 4 race car that's went a little bit back in time with the logo as well. And going back to an old Winston Cup style logo. Trying to fit the Gen 4s a little bit. Might be a little on the logo than the Gen 4, but I think it still works. Looks great to me. Down on the bottom side comes Mark Nelson there in that number 86. Losing some spots here. Evan Gomet up 5. You got Graham Connolly up 5. Matt Mars up 5. Andrew Kahn up 5. Chase Matsko up 2. Now up 1 as he gets past there for that 10th or 9th position. And he fights there with the number 90, trying to get that spot back into the top 10. Up here towards the front, Wilkinson and Gomet are fighting it out here for 4th and 5th position. They've got Mark Nelson there right behind him, trying to figure out which lane he wants to work with. Everybody else kind of single file out front as you've got Sage Greco there 2nd. pushing Nick Tucker along. Justin Wilkinson there under fire from Gomet. That's a battle for third and fourth. Mark Nelson there in fifth. Trying, as we said, to figure out which gap to work with. They work there off of 3 and 4. Back down here towards the front strut. Down across the stripe. Justin Wilkinson there up in the fourth. No. Mark Nelson there in fifth. Spicy Egg Roll there in sixth. On board with Wilkinson here. They work off of 2. Down that slightly curved backstretch. Now we're on board with Ryan Peters. Now here, Spicy Egg Rolls. They roll down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Heading around here on the bottom side of the racetrack. A couple of them up there towards the top, like the 86 of Mark Nelson. Trying to get that Monte Carlo up there towards the front of the pack as they roll down here into the front. And through turns 1 and 2. All right, down through 1 and 2 here at lap number 12. On to that backstretch once again. Everybody working side by side in places. Otherwise, they're single filed out here as everybody's trying to find that position now. Looking there at Spicy Egg Rose. He's looking underneath the 55 of Ole Ferguson. Spicy Egg Roll dropped back in the 6th. Mark Nelson dropped back to 7th. Ryan Peters there 8th. Curtis Shields there 9th. Chase Batsko there in 10th. Donald Ray in 11th. Mark, you started on pole. What are you doing falling backwards? PJ Whitland down 8 spots. Andrew Kahn up 7. As they work down here through off of corner number 4, down across the stripe, down into corner number 1. Everybody fighting for position down here. Great job. As you see Mark Nelson down there on the inside. On board with him. Now we're, hang on to it as we're on board there with a 55 of Ollie. And now Ollie works down the front stretch, working towards turn number 1. Getting around Spicy Egg Roll. Staying in front of Spicy Egg Roll, rather. I see that 1 of Nick Tucker way up there on the top of the racetrack. Keeping it on. Now we got the 55 and 99 side by side going down through turn 3 and 4. And there you see Ollie battling with Wilkinson. Egg Roll back here behind him, trying to figure out which lane to follow. Nelson there as well. Down there across through turns 1 and 2 onto that back stretch. Once again, there you see Spicy Egg Roll maybe looking to the inside of Ferguson. Cannot quite get there. Ferguson kind of blinked out a moment there, as you saw on our camera. Hang on to it. There, oh, boy, going 3 wide as Ollie's going to push it 3 wide and get himself up there in the 3rd possibly as they work down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Spicy Egg Roll working there behind him. Looks like Nick Tucker soon going to have some company there fighting for the lead. They work down that backstretch. Ollie there now up to 3rd. Justin Wilkinson there in 4th. See Evan Gomet going for the lead, coming off the corner, and he does get it over top of Nick Tucker. That battle just right there in front of these drivers. You see him coming back down into 1 and 2. Caution is out here at lap number 18. Yeah, I'm unsure what happened there. We're going to get a look at this. See if maybe John Dubai had something to do with it. Well, John Dubai entered pit lane. So, yeah, he had something to do with it. Can we find out what? I had no marks here, so give me a moment while we play Fast Rewind. Let's see if we can find out what exactly happened to that machine. I don't know where Wentland ended up. Or no, that's Dubai, sorry. I don't know where Dubai ended up. I'm not seeing anything here. Yeah, he clocked out on me. And he skidded through, so I don't know exactly what happened, but that is most likely for the caution. The front of Dubai's car is all gooped up. Good evening, Matt. How's it going? Matt Mars, you got a copy?
Hey, how's it going, Adam?
Oh, it's not doing too bad. Can you enlighten us on maybe what happened there on that caution?
Sounded like a little bit of contact in the back. Maybe 21 car may have come down there and gotten into somebody, and Joe got collected up in it. But yeah, not real sure. It was quite a bit behind me there.
Okay, well, I know I saw a wrecked 21 race car, but I couldn't figure out what happened to make them wrecked.
Yeah, not real sure.
Well, how's that Chevy Monte Carlo for you handling tonight?
Well, it felt good for about the first 5 or 6 laps, and I guess I burnt the right front off of it and started pushing, getting a little tight on corner exit, and then wanting to snap loose on me. But we're going to do a little better job of maybe taking care of the tires this next run, and hope to get up there and battle for at least the top 10.
Well, hopefully you have a better luck tonight than what you did Monday night.
Yeah, you know, I'm still learning this road course stuff. I've always been a dirt track guy, an oval guy. I've run some, road courses on some older games, but always had, assists and stuff turned on, and it's been a big change trying to adjust over to this road course stuff. But I'm enjoying it. We got a great group of guys to run with, and it makes it a whole lot better.
Oh,
a whole lot more fun to learn. They're great. Always good to try to teach you and help.
Well, it looks like you're going to be going green this time, so we'll let you get back to racing.
Sir. Appreciate you, Adam.
All right, that's Matt Mars. Looks like Dubai is going to end up down there on pit road once again. Looks like Ollie's up 12 spots, going to take the green here for us. Gets out there in front over top of Gomet. And rush down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Down to the backstretch. Hang on to it. Got a little bit sideways there. Working down through here. We're coming to a third of the way through the race. We see that Mark Nelson up there in that 86 running that high line. Trying to see if he can get up through there. Right now having issues as he got the 19 there in his way now. He dropped down there in front of Nick Tucker. Working down the front straightaway, back again in the corner number 1 and 2. How about we see if we can wake that groundhog up and do a little bit of heat it up. here at the track, and they come into corner number 3. Donald Ray sitting there second as Evan Gomez out front. Nick Tucker there second. I got him working there through on to the back, into corner number 1. Up against that outside wall goes one of the drivers that saw the puff of smoke coming off of it. Keeps it rolling though, down there off of 2. Down that back straightaway here at lap number 27. We got that 99 of Justin Wilkinson working up there now to the top side of Donald Ray. And look out, here comes Mark Nelson as he might think about going up top. Work run down in the corner number 1. These drivers really putting on a show here. Tight pack racing as it should be. Now they race down through in the corner number 3 and 4. At 19, sticking right there with Wilkinson. A 39 there of Andrew Kahn back there in the pack a little bit. Sitting about 9th. Where you're watching the 99 of Wilkinson here right now. PJ Wetland having issues. He went off track. Getting it back underway here. Hey, Mark Nelson up there in for it, trying to get up there. Oh, we got the 17 up into the outside wall. That is Sage Greco. He's going to hold it up there, try to make it around, get down on the apron. And it looks like he's missing the right front. Can't really tell though. No, he's not yet. But it's not on by much. There it goes. There goes the right front. Debris caution, debris caution. Oh, there it goes. It's safely off the racetrack now down there on the infield. Evan Gomez there out front. Donald Ray in 3rd. Mark Dowson 4th. Nick Tucker there 5th. Chase Matsko there in 7th. Now we saw there Sage Greco trying to make it around on the pit road. Missing that right front as we saw it come up onto the racetrack and then back down onto the infield. Oh, looking to try to make something, get something back together on that race car to try to salvage some points. There you see Donald Ray out of Rockwell, Texas. Here in South Dakota for Mark Nelson as he gets up there in the 3rd. But Donald Ray is not going to let him have it easy. He now fights back down there to the bottom side underneath Nelson. Hanging on to it, letting that car drift a little bit down there through the start-finish line. Nelson's going to take over that 3rd spot for sure now. Heading down here into quarter number 1, they go. Coming here onto the backstretch, tight racing there between the 1 and the 19. Nick Tucker and Donald Ray as they head into corner number 3 and 4. There you see Ryan Peters in that number 5. Underneath him's at 26. A Chase Matsko. Matsko's working his way up through the field. But look out behind him. Here comes Andrew Kahn in that number 39. He's up 13 spots right now as he works his way up through the field. Chase Matsko doing all he can to try to get around. Ryan Peters cannot quite make it happen as of yet. As he worked down on the bottom side. Whoa, hang on to it as they work here through turn 4. We've seen a few drivers kind of drift up the racetrack here off the turn, down across into turn number 1. Side by side there for Matsko and Peters. Matsko getting a little bit better run down there on the inside. Got it to stick. He's going to slide it up there in front of Peters. Peters now has to start worrying about his back bumper there as here comes Kahn. And also that 018 of Spicy Eggroll. He gets down there on the bottom side. Eggroll not doing too bad here tonight as he rolls down here across the front stretch. Noah Blackwell, he's really done a great job keeping that car under control for the most part. Andrew Carno, really, really great to see that one's getting around the racetrack. Sage Greco, though, out of this one. Now, it looks like the bye also is out. So those are the only two drivers that I know of that are currently out. Head on down here around the racetrack. Justin Wilkinson there in second in that number 99. They see Ryan Peters trying to get back up there to Chase Matsko. Chase Matsko up there on the top side, up there against that outside wall. Hang on to it. Here comes Ryan Peters. He's going to have something to say possibly as they work down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Now, wait a moment here. I'm looking at this car of Chase Matsko's. Looks to be a Ford Fox body on the hood. Now, it looks like it says Shelby on the side, but he's in a Chevy. Interesting. Well, Chase into the outside wall. That might let Peters get up there and battle it out to get that spot back. We're down here through turns 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. The 68 of Evan Gomet, still your race leader. Wilkinson trying to chase him down. Nelson in third. We see Josh Terrett Hill back there in the number 300. Just trying to get around the racetrack. PJ Wetland there in the 38. Nick Tucker there in third. Ryan Peters fourth. I'm sorry, not Ryan Peters there in sixth. Drivers doing everything possible to work their way around the racetrack here tonight. Here at number 41. Work down the backstretch. Here they go. Coming up there. Nick Tucker is Ryan Peters. We're on board with him. Coming off of turn number 2 down that back straightaway. Chase Matsko there in 7th, right there behind him. Spicy Agro back there in 8th. Down across there, off of turn 2, down that back straightaway. Here at lap 42. Here for the FMA FFTv Cup Series tonight. Bringing you on the pole here tonight. Off up 4, they come back onto that front straightaway. The 55 is broke. That's Ollie Ferguson, and the caution flag will come out. Man, oh man, Ollie had a good run going there earlier in the race. Looks like he blinked out on me. Something happened to that 55. Here we go. Just lost it. There was Spillman. That'll do it there. Bringing out that caution. Caution number 2 of the night. I see Mark Nelson up here in 3rd. Let's see who else we got here that we can kind of bother tonight. And we'll bring Parson in. Good evening, Ben. How's it going?
I've been better.
You been better?
Yeah, my VR headset is disconnected. I'm trying to run on monitor, and it's, as you can see, not working out for me.
Oh no! So you're just trying to make it through the race without too much incident.
That's pretty much the case, yes, sir.
Well, I mean, you're not doing too bad. Now, did I read the intros right? Did they call you Captain?
That is my nickname. Yep.
All right, so I wasn't sure if I had that correct or not, and I didn't want to start calling you it without making sure I was correct on that. How's that race car feel tonight?
It feels good. I've just been hanging out back, saving my tires. I really wish that yellow did not come out because I was coming back up to the field really good. Everyone burned their stuff up, and my strategy was coming to fruition. But with this yellow and the small amount of laps that we got left, now I'm going to have to start putting the hammer down.
Well, you got some work to do there in front of you as you're back there in about 18th position right now.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I'm the type of person that don't push it just to keep my long speed run going. And so now you're going to see what happens when I try to give a short run a good shout.
Well, I mean, 30 laps, I wouldn't consider that short run.
Well, it's short enough that saving tires is not going to get me that much spots. I'll end up losing more than I'll gain.
Alrighty, well, good luck there, Captain, and we'll see how well you do the rest of the race.
Appreciate it, brother. Enjoy the show.
I have Ben Parson back here in 18th position up there on the high side. That number 33, Cigar Time Lounge. As Fred will pull that pace car down on the pit lane. Well, he was a little late there. Seems like as he rolls down here onto the start. The 19 getting a great jump there for Donald Ray as he brings them to the green flag. Down here towards the front stretch, down in the corner number 1 they go. Side by side, up there towards the top side. Eggroll's up there in the third. With Gomet there in fourth. Now Gomet, he's done a great job getting out there into the front, getting there to the lead. But as we heard, also this league gives points for leading a lap. So that could be a big turn on. Oh no, the 99 gets up into the outside wall. That's going to drop the 19 of Donald Ray down on the apron. I don't know if he planned that or not, but he's down there. Has to hang on to it. Eggroll now up there into the lead as they come there off of turn number 2. Justin Wilkinson there in second. Nick Tucker there third. Here comes Evan Gomet looking to the inside, and Nick Tucker. Mark Nelson up there in fifth as he's hanging out there for the moment. Here comes Gomet making a great run down there on the inside of Tucker. Down through the front stretch. Tucker trying to pinch that 68 down there towards the flag. And James Apaw having issues. Yellow flag back out. So here we see it. James Apaw, fallen victim there as he comes there off the corner. I don't know if he gets loose. He come across the nose of somebody coming out of the corner. That's going to send him down there through the infield. Doesn't look like too much damage if we can get it straightened back out and back underway. Well, we said back under caution here tonight. Here at lap number 50. Now let's see, who else can we pick on tonight? Let's see here. How about we go 41, Joe Spillman. Good evening, Joe. How's it going?
What's happening?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, well, nothing. Just riding in the back like normal.
Avoiding everything you can, huh?
I am. I don't know. Ollie and I had incident on that last caution. I'm not sure. You probably had a better view of it. I didn't think I got into him, but I may have. And I'm not sure what just happened for this most recent caution.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's been something out there tonight. So we'll see if you can bring that number 41 up a few more spots in the field or not as the night goes on.
Yeah, I'm going to try to. The goal's always the top 10, but we're about 4 positions behind that. But I'm not sure what everybody's behind me, everybody in the back of me tire situation looks like. So I just took fresh tires a couple laps ago, so we'll see how this works out.
All righty, well, good luck to you. As hopefully we get back green flag racing and can get a little bit more of a longer run in it this time.
Yeah, I'd like to see it go green for the rest of the way once we get back into it.
All righty, well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, have a Joseph Spillman as we get doubled up here. Coming there through turn 3 and 4. No, not doubled up yet. We'll get back racing here in just a moment. Lights are out. We're going to be going back green flag racing here in just a moment. And we got him coming down that back stretch here at Chicagoland. Great job here so far. I mean, not too much problems. Looks like Ollie is out in that 55. Well, no, Ollie is back out here. Give me a moment here, folks. I'm trying to handle something behind the scenes real fast. All right, sorry, folks. Here we are. We're back here at the Speedway. You saw the accident happen there. We'll go and see if we can get a replay of it. As looks like Ollie Ferguson there had issues. Bringing it back down here. As you see, he gets up there behind Spillman. And he gave Spillman a shove. And around he goes, taking others with him. 33 of Ben Parson gets caught up in it. The 2 there, James Apaw caught up. Ben Parson got that hood up. He's got to try to figure out how he's getting around the racetrack. Now there's what he sees. Maybe hit the brakes and see if that'll bring the hood down. I don't know. But yeah, that's what Parson sees right now. Now we got Nick Tucker as our leader here with about coming up to 15 to go. 17 to go, sorry. Might be 15 to go and we take the green flag again. Lights are out, gonna go back, green flag racing, and as I thought, 15 laps to go when we take the green flag back here at Chicagoland. Pace car lights are out. Fred's gonna pull that back down there. Can we go the rest of the way green, or are we gonna end up with another caution? That is what we're here to find out as they get all bunched back up there. Nick Tucker as your leader. Justin Wilkinson out there on the high side. Evan Gomet there third. Andrew Kahn there fourth. Mark Dowson fifth. Brian Peters sixth. Chase Batsko sitting there in seventh. That's Dan Brassington there in eighth. Curtis Shields there in ninth. Andrew Kahn, though, got to give a good shout out to him there in that 39 machine. Up here in fourth, by my calculation, up 17 positions from where he started. So we'll see if that holds true here. And everybody holds on through. As you see them coming there out of turn number 4. Go drop down there across pit lane goes that Fred as they get started here coming down that front straightaway. You get up to the start before that mayhem happens. Back there towards the back. Ram Connolly about caught up in it. The 5 there. Ryan Peters caught up. Andrew Kahn ends up getting spun around. Hey, see Wendland there torn up in that number 38. Ollie also torn up there in that 55. Didn't even get off to a restart here. Take another look at it here. That pace car comes off. Watch that 39 up there on the high side. That 5. Oh, he had to check up, and it just caught the whole side off guard. Watch it again. That 99 does not go right away. That inside lane will go. Watch it here. Oh, no, the 39 jumps to start a little bit and gets into the back of the 99. Jax checks up, and the rest is on from there. They get spun around. Everybody's getting picked up. Connolly down there on the inside, nowhere to go. There you see the 34, Matt Mars, as he's getting involved. The 38, he gets brought up back across the racetrack. Man, oh man, what a drive by the 90 as he squeezes it on through there of Curtis Shields. I don't know how Curtis got through there. Take a look at the onboard here from Curtis onboard. There we go, full speed here. All this happening there in front of him, he checks up, gets down and down away, and he gets through it. Man, oh man, might need to change his shorts after that one. Now we get caught back up here. Justin Wilkinson up there on the high side. Nick Tucker on the inside. Nothing really changed there. Lights are out. Got it going back. Green flag racing. Here with 12 laps to go. Going to be 11 when they cross the line. Fingers crossed we can get them fired off this time. Mark Nelson up there on the high side, sitting fourth. Graham Connolly back in 19th. Not sure if he's running. Looks like he might have called it done. Evan Gomet there third. Donald Ray back here in seventh. Hey, drivers, bring it on through here. Yeah, here we go. Down into corner number 1. Donald Ray from Rockwall, Texas. There you see Tart Hill from Mooresville, North Carolina, bringing that 300 up through there. Now we get them fired off this time. Oh no, the 29 there, up into the outside wall. That's Dan Brassington. I see them all scattered through. Here comes Evan Gomet down there on the inside. Now we got the one of Nick Tucker up there on the high side, getting into that outside wall, coming off of 4. 3 wide there with Evan Gomet in the middle. Jake Matsko down there on the inside. As you see him there in front of Dan Brassington, as Brassington works there off of 2. And they got that 300 there of Josh working to his inside. They work here off the corner. Chase Matsko now getting the pedal to the middle as he works his way up there in the 4th. Following along behind Mark Nelson. Nelson there up into second. Everybody tries to work their way up. Nick Tucker there in front. Wilkinson there in second right now, but he's got company coming behind him. Nelson now jumps up there to the high side. He's going to see if he can get a run there. Here comes Matsko, going to put it 3 wide with Nelson on top. Gomet down there on the inside as they bring it off the corner. Tight racing as they come there through the triangle of the front stretch down here towards corner number 1. I'm sorry. Where did Matsko go? He dropped back to 5th. He's trying all he can to get up there to battle it out. As Wilkinson sitting there in 3rd. Hang on to it. Here comes Nelson now down there to the inside. He's going to follow Gomet as Gomet's there on the bottom side as well. Tucker up there to the high side. Trying to keep that lead going for himself. Keep that momentum high as they work down here. 7 laps to go now as they cross the strike. In the corner number 1. Nick Tucker out front. Evan Gomet there second. Justin Wilkinson there third. Spicy egg roll 4. Mark Nelson there 5th. Chase Matsko there 6th. And they roll on down through here off the corner. Got Captain back here in 11th. They got that car fixed. Rolling back up through the field now. That's Tucker's up there in front. Here comes Gomet. There you see Spicy Egg Roll rolling there. Oh no! The 99 gets into the outside wall. Chase almost followed him up into that, which can easily be done as here comes Nelson out to the inside of Chase. As they side by side coming here through turn 1 and 2 here with 6 laps to go. The number 2 on pit road. And oh no! Look out! Caution is out. Trying to see who was involved. I know Spicy Egg Roll. Donald Ray also involved. I thought there was another one as well. We'll have to see here. Watch the replay. Find out who else might be involved. It's the 99 of Justin Wilkinson. I'm unsure what happened here. We'll see if we can get a decent look here from the different view. Here we go. See what the chopper tells us. You see Matsko's there behind it all. He comes in. Real close racing. And the 99 ends up around. Looks like Matsko might have caught a piece of it, but not enough to fully worry about. As the 99 gets spun around, bringing with him the 19 and 18. See who we got left out here. Good evening, Curtis. How's it going?
It is going pretty good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. How's that car feel?
Well, it's getting a little loose on the long run, but just manage that throttle, try and keep it off. Get good coming out of it.
Yeah, we saw that it was stepping out there a little bit. You know, it seems like everybody's having that issue, especially coming off 4.
Yeah, you got to be real careful how you get back in the throttle coming out of it. If you get it in fast, if you step on, step out, there's nothing to do about it.
All right, well, Curtis, hopefully you can maybe try for a top 10 here. You're 3 spots away from it, so we'll let you go and get back there to get that car settled in there for the last 4 laps.
Yeah, Dan, we'll check that top 10 thing.
All right, that's Curtis Shields getting up there trying to get things worked up. Sounds like his radio's having a small issue there as well. Mark Nelson there in 3rd. Chase Matsko 4th. Man, oh man, we're heating up here up at the front as we got Gomet. Nick Tucker. Mark Nelson, our pole sitter. Chase Matsko learning when the time the strike is. He's sitting for it. Josh Torrett there in 5th. Andrew Kahn after a problem, has worked his way back up there in the 8th. As they work down that back stretch, the number 2 of James Afoss still down there on pit road. Everybody else rolls down here through the front stretch. And it's going to be a green-white checker. Ollie got himself back up there in the 6th position. Dan Brassington up there in 7th. We're waiting to see how this restart goes. They're down and away. Andrew Kahn getting a little bit better restart there. Not getting driving over anybody and getting drove in from behind. Work down through turn 1 and 2. Andrew Kahn up there in the 7th now as they work down here through the backstretch. 2 laps to go. Evan Gomet now, he's going to battle for that lead. Get to the inside there of Nick Tucker. Gomet has led quite a bit here tonight as he tries to rolling around there on the bottom side. Jake Matsko almost ends up there in the middle 3 wide as they roll down here through the front stretch. Final lap here for the white flag as they go down here in the corner number 1. Working off the corner down here in through 2. As they're side by side, everybody looking great here. As you see there, the 86 of Nelson up there on the top side. Jake Matsko there in 4th, trying to see if he can get by Nelson for that 3rd place. Drag race here through turn 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? As they roll here off of 4, Matsko really having to hold on to it as he sees all 3 drivers there in front of him. Oh, no! Okay, it blinked out there just for a moment. So we're going to see here where that 68 of Gomet finishes. As currently I have him in 6th. See what the race officials do about this one. Gomet definitely gave it his all. Here we come to the flag. I see him coming to the flag here. See if we can get a decent look here. Gomet down there on the inside blinks out. And then after he comes across the line, he looks to be 2nd. So we're going to have to find out exactly how they're wanting to score this. So give me one moment, folks, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, we're back here from the Speedway. Results are in, and they are correct now. As I'm going to play a little bit of jumping around here. Mark Nelson got 3rd. Here tonight.
Pancake!
Andrew Kuhn is your hard charger, Adam.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a good night.
Good evening, Mark.
Hey, Adam.
Well, you pulled off third. I know you had a battle there with Chase to get it.
I had a battle with everybody. That race was insane. It seemed to me like everybody was kind of pretty equal, honestly. It didn't seem like anybody had a real advantage. It was whoever had the car furthest forward and could kind of block the line, because these cars are hard to drive and you don't want to put them somewhere you're not comfortable. So if you're out front, you can kind of dictate where everyone goes, and I think that's what hurt me tonight. After I lost the lead at the beginning, I just couldn't. People kept hitting the wall in front of me and almost spinning in front of me, and I was just trying not to wreck out. So I'll take third place after the way I saw 4 wide at one point. So.
Oh yeah, we definitely saw that. So, I mean, you did a great job putting that Apple machine out there on the podium again. And it looks like you're leading the points as well. So so you're going to keep a hold of that points lead for now.
Yeah, got the pole, led a lap, didn't hit anything, finished ahead of Ollie, so I'll take it.
Well, I mean, you got the points where the points count. So, I mean, you got sponsor shout-outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting third place tonight?
Just thanks to everybody that's supporting you and me, and thanks to my wife.
All righty, well, congrats there, Mark, and we'll catch you in the next race, I guess, Sunday night?
Monday night.
Monday night, oh, that's right. You don't race Xfinity.
Nope.
I think you're missing out.
See you Monday. Yeah, I'm not around. So see ya Monday maybe.
All righty, we'll see you Monday at the next track. All right, Mark Nelson. Now we'll get with our second place finisher. Just give me a moment to get him pulled up here on track. We got Evan Gomet, our second place finisher. Good evening, Evan. How's it going? Gomet, you got me?
Oh yeah, sorry, forgot to push copies on.
There
Yeah,
you are.
everything's going good.
Everything going good? Well, you got second place. I know you tried to battle it out there for the lead, but just fell a little short.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get closer than that. It was clean racing. I mean, the racing up front, the entire race was very good, very clean, close racing. It was awesome.
I got a little bit concerned there for you because I saw you blink out right at the line, and then all of a sudden my SDK dropped you back into sixth position for a moment.
Yeah, it was, everyone said I blinked at the line. I didn't really see anything. It was so quick, but I'm looking at it. Yeah, Nick definitely got it. So, congratulations to him. That was awesome racing.
Yeah, Nick got it, unfortunately, by a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was like 1,000th of a second or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was really close. So great job bringing it to the line that close. I mean, couldn't ask for anything better here at Chicagoland to bring such great racing.
Yeah, no, it was great. We thought Ollie was going to come in. He was on fresh tires and wipe us out clean on that restart, but luckily he got held up in traffic a little bit.
Congrats again on second place. You got any sponsors, shout-outs, anybody you want to thank for getting you into that second place podium tonight?
First of all, shout out to the setup makers for this league. They create some very good setups that allow this racing. Shout out to my dad, I know he's watching. Shout out to Hometown Garage. Thanks for broadcasting, and Freedom Motorsports Alliance is awesome.
All right, well, congrats there, Evan, and hopefully we'll see you in more FMA races here in the future.
Yeah, I'll be here.
That was Evan, our second place finisher. Now let's see, can we find Nick? Good evening, Nick. How's Victory Lane tonight?
Victory Lane is fantastic, but I just want to take a second to say, I mean, that has to be one of the best, if not the best, finish in just racing, in my opinion, I've been a part of here on iRacing.
I mean, you couldn't ask for anything closer.
No, you most certainly could not. I had no idea who had won it. My relatives were all over the place. I had no idea.
You just knew he was there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Evan was rolling the bottom fantastic. I would drop down there and try to figure out how he was doing it, and I just couldn't figure it out, so I just stuck with what I knew. And I was just up there on the top, just ripping it. But, I mean, awesome finish with Evan. I can't say that enough how great that was.
Well, Carl looked great. You looked great out there. You had sponsor shout-outs. Anybody you want to thank for getting that victory tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Milwaukee Tools. They are a great sponsor of mine, and I can't say enough thank you to my fiance who gives me the nights to be able to do this, and just the support from her is amazing. So I'm just looking forward to next week and can't wait.
All righty. Well, congrats, and we'll see you in the next race whenever you race here at FMA again.
Yes, sir. Every Wednesday I'm here. Can't wait.
All righty. Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
So that's Nick Tucker, our victory winner here tonight. Now we'll get with our hard charger. Good evening there, Andrew. How's it going?
It's going good.
Well, the reason you're here in the booth is they awarded you the hard charger for the night.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, great job bringing it up through the field. I know you had a hiccup there on the one restart.
Yeah, I guess I saw the 99 go just a little bit, and my blood was, all I saw was red, I guess, and gassed it and jumped the start and caused all that.
Well, I mean, all in all, you did okay bringing it back up through even after that problem there on the restart. Getting up here in the 7th position after starting, 14 positions back from that from what I have. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah, it was just keeping it smooth, not making mistakes up until the restart, but just avoiding everybody and trying to not make any mistakes.
Congrats again on getting that hard charger award. Hopefully that'll help you out in the points a little bit.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
And we'll see you in the next FMA race.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All righty. Congrats tonight, and you have a safe night.
You too. Thank you.
All right. That's Andrew Kahn, our hard charger for the night. Now we'll go through our grid here. And we got... Come on. Why are you not... Oh. I'm not wanting the grid. I'm wanting the results. There we go. Nick Tucker getting a win here tonight. Evan Gomet second. Mark Nelson third. Ollie Ferguson there fourth. Chase Matsko fifth. Josh Terrett Hill there in sixth. Andrew Kahn there in seventh. Ben Parson eighth. Ryan Peters ninth. Dan Brassington there in 10th. Bobby Watts 11th. Donald Ray there 12th. Noah Blackwell there in 13th. Curtis Shields 14th. Matt Mars 15th. PJ Wentland finishes tonight 16th. Justin Wilkinson there in 17th. Graham Connolly ends up 18th with Joseph Spillman there 19th. James Apaw in 20th. There in 21st is going to be Sage Greco and John Dubai in 22nd. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for watching here on the Pole for Flicker Farm TV. Please stay tuned here tomorrow night as we bring you some dirt track racing from, I believe, crap, I forget where. But the thumbnail is up there on our channel for upcoming sessions, so you'll be able to see that as we get rolling there. So thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching. We'll be glad to see, have you watching more. Good night.